going on, everybody? CultureDog Sam Hatch back here with another LaserDisc collection update video. It's been pretty quiet on the LaserDisc front lately. Around October I was buying a lot of horror Blu-rays for myself. And then after that, is that whole holiday season going on. Hopefully everybody had a kick-ass Christmas or whatever you celebrate. LaserDiscmas, the 40th anniversary of LaserDisc just happened about a week or two ago. And hopefully, maybe you got some LaserDiscs under your tree or, under the Festivus pole or what have you. Anyways, thankfully, some other people were feeling festive and decided to gift some stuff my way. Half of these discs are from a little Secret Santa cabal that was put together from people that hang out in certain LaserDisc groups on Facebook. Then the other half was from a oddly benevolent little fellow named Moiki, who is really... he's as keen on helping you as he is getting these things out of his house, and he particularly doesn't like old man discs. So I got a couple of box sets of old man discs, things that he did not want tainting his shelves, but I was more than happy with. So we'll keep it somewhat religious and go with Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments. Yeah, I never did have the big red box, and it's pretty fancy looking. It is 1,000,000 sides. How many? 245 minutes, and it doesn't tell you how many sides, but it's a ton. But it's maybe it's 3 discs, something to that effect. It's got pretty cool. 3 discs. So luckily, everything movie-wise is just about CLV, and then the last couple sides in the movie are CAV, and then there's some bonus features. Mostly trailers, which is interesting. Trailers for the 1966 re-release, the original theatrical, the 89 theatrical re-release, and Samson and Delilah, The Greatest Show on Earth, and The Buccaneer from 1959. But inside the box, they have all the info, which is pretty cool. And this came out in 1992. Nothing too amazing. The usual Paramount, white labels and white sleeves, nothing too exciting. And I don't have a book. If this did come with one, I'm guessing it may have come with a little picture book, but it does even have on the inside, the back, even more stuff. So I like the way they used every last bit of acreage of the box itself for information or graphics. But it's in relatively good shape. The edges aren't all destroyed or anything like that, so glad to have it. Thanks to Moiki for that. Then another old man box set. I got the 40th anniversary from 1992 again. The Republic Pictures home video release of The Quiet Man. Now this one's got a little bit of corner splayage. It's not too bad though. But it's a sweet little box set. Just I think digital sound, does have digital sound. 153 minutes, this one. Does have chapter stops, so that's pretty cool. And let's see on the inside, we got a poster. There you go. I don't know if you can see all that. And then some lobby card action. And an exhibitor's campaign manual, which is really cool. It's a little replica. And lots of really cool stuff in here. And it tells you all about the posters and how to properly display everything, the lobby cards and whatnot. Thought that was really cool. Nothing too exciting on the discs, just white label, CLV, and only 2 discs, believe it or not, for this box set. A lot of the box is just taken up with collectible foam inserts, so keep everything nice and protected. Yeah. Can't believe I've never owned this, but now I have it. Thanks, Moiki. And completing, well, not really completing the old man set, because there's some more old man stuff to go, but this is a pretty sweet version. I do believe there was even a later reissue in AC3. This is, of course, with digital and analog. What year is this? 1994, I believe. Yes. Nice box set of Ben-Hur, which, as you can see, it's pretty thick. It is beefy. Deluxe letterbox, and this thing is wider than wide, so it's going to stretch the limits of standard definition, for sure. CAV, Standard Play Edition, MGM Camera 65. It is a beast. The film soundtrack is on the digital track, and the analog is the musical score, also coded for Dolby Surround, which is interesting. Yeah, from the original Magnetic Music Masters. It's in 2.76 to 1, so that is impressively wide, and all that screen resolution's getting thrown away with black bars, but you know what? I can dig it. Yeah, William Wyler's flick from 1959. This comes with a hour-long documentary called Ben-Hur, The Making of an Epic, and it contains the theatrical trailer as well. Nothing on the inside of the box, but there is a cool little oversized mega booklet. All the chapter breaks, etc. on the back. And lots of discs in the usual retro MGM LaserDisc polyline sleeves. These are cool. I like those things. Is there how many discs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs, and collectible foam insert. Yes. Impress your friends. So yeah, all those came my way from the one, the only Moiki, for the cost of shipping. So it's very un-Moiki-like of him. It's actually very Moiki-like of him. He's actually a nice guy once you get to know him. But then everybody on the forum sees the wackier side of Moiki, or on the podcasts. You may have heard some of the Laser Discotheque podcasts with the Moiki. Check those out if you haven't heard them and you don't mind us being complete idiots. Anyways, moving right along from the Secret Santa thing, we had, it was like, I don't know, maybe 10 of us or so, and Bill, super cool guy from a little bit north of me, was my Secret Santa, which I found out about, but he shuffled a few things that were on my wish list down my way, including the AC3 remastered version of Patriot Games. And this is just one of those things I've been looking for a while. It doesn't have to be in great condition or whatever. I just want that tasty AC3 track, because I do have the original, just letterboxed ProLogic encoded version. But it's nice to have this one, which was reissued in 1997. So, yeah, excellent. And this wasn't on my list until recently, because for some reason I had myself convinced that, well, I know the reason actually. I had myself convinced that only the Japanese version pressings had any widescreen action, and it's mostly because Warner Brothers was really bad about letting you know things that were widescreen or letterboxed, and I had myself convinced that all of these US releases were in fact pan and scan, but they are in fact not. The film in question is THX 1138. George Lucas's first film, really good sci-fi. You could say it's a little bit style over substance. It's kind of like Ayn Randish. Really cool though. It's Walter Murch's sound design is the star of this thing. But I mean, killer cast: Donald Pleasance, Robert Duvall. Yeah, it's awesome stuff. It's actually surprisingly good for first time filmmaker. He did a short version, THX 1138 4EB or Electronic Labyrinth. Which I have on tape, taped off of IFC. But this is great to have. There is a director's cut that's available on, I think on Blu-ray, but definitely on DVD. And most people, despise that. I saw it in the theater, and it was okay. I mean, it added a lot of CG stuff and changed a lot of shots. It really doesn't destroy the heart of the film or anything like that. But, George Lucas fans, tend to get excited about stuff. This isn't even, I don't think, the original theatrical cut. I think it was kind of reworked a little bit after the first screenings or so. So this is like the Middle George's original semi-altered release. But yeah, awesome flick. Great to have this on LaserDisc, and it's letterbox, so I can kick my old VHS copy taped off of IFC to the curb. This is not letterboxed, but that's okay. I was shot flat, so I'm sure I'm not losing much of anything. It is in really nice shape. Something I've been wanting to get for a while. I've got a VHS copy, and the tape is kind of wonky on it, so that it's impossible to kind of correct the tracking for sound. And it's one of my favorite films. It is available, I think, overseas, and maybe it might be out in Canada on Blu-ray, so I should look into that. But in any case, I'm still holding out for like a domestic Arrow release of it. But it's Philip Ridley's killer flick, The Reflecting Skin, with Viggo Mortensen and many more. Really awesome stuff. I just remember seeing this artwork in a Blockbuster or something one day and was like, well, I guess I got to rent that. And got this interesting, like, it's got a bit of David Lynch to it, but a lot of Philip Ridley to it as well. This kind of like American pastoral nightmare about this little kid who's discovering horrible things about his world. Just about everybody in his life is traumatized by something, and these guys are cruising around, and they're no good. Awesome flick, and I still haven't seen his next film, which was The Passion of Darkly Noon with Brendan Fraser. It's on my list. I gotta check that out sometime. But super psyched to have The Reflecting Skin on LD, so eternal thanks to Bill for that. And that's about it for the update right now. I don't know if I have any in the mail. I might have one or two in the mail coming, and then I'm hoping to make another order from Japan sometime soon. I know the Good Squid's been doing some great deals lately, so I need to get on those before they dry up. And but yeah, that's about it. What have you guys been getting? What's super exciting that was in your stocking or under your tree or what have you? Let me know below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, everybody. It's been pretty quiet on the LaserDisc front lately, mostly because I was buying a lot of horror stuff around Halloween, and then after that, it was the motherfucking guys with the big trunk of funk. I talk about LDs. I talk about LDs. I'm gonna be spinning. You gotta be watching. I'm talking about LDs. You gotta be spinning. I'm gonna be watching. It has a disc. It is so shiny. You need to watch. Penis be tiny. How many minutes of my video can I waste on people driving by next door? I'm going with 2, 3, 4, or more.